So this is what I had in mind when I was talking to you in our call feature. What I envisioned is this. So this is the World War II simulator I mentioned to you. We just started in 1936 of UK. This Stanley Baldwin is the pretty much the prime minister, and so this is the UI, yeah. The world map, obviously 1936 borders of UK. But like what I envision is today's world. What we have is that these are LAN units, obviously as an idea. And when I click on a unit, we see the officer, brigadier, for example, in here. We see each units that they are attached to it: artillery, infantry equipment, and support equipment, and adjusters also, like stats, combat stats, and MISC stats, as you see. And what we can do is that, you know, there are these different sections here. There's like national focus. Obviously, this is irrelevant. What we have is that apart from that, there are laws and government, and then there are like different political advisors, historical, as well as like pretty much companies and stuff like that. Just so you see the scope of the game, you know, Vauxhall and all these. So, but what I have in mind is that what we can use is that, you know, there is this faction section that we have. We are the leading of our own faction of allies, and intelligence agency. There's obviously like we can create an SAS or any other like MI6 or stuff like that. But what I had envisioned is that what we can use it in our own side is that, you know, there's facilities, experimental facilities, and then obviously these are like, you know, underway replenish support ships and stuff like that. But not this section, international markets. Yeah, so these are the trading section, buying equipment, selling equipment. Let's see what we have. What else we have? Market access. These are the markets that we can access. Trades. Oh yeah, this is the trade section. These are the materials that have been produced within the country. Yeah, and these are like the trades in between those countries: aluminium, oil, and then rubber and tungsten, etc. But obviously we don't have that in nowadays. These are the current factories. That's the base of the game: military factories, civilian factories, and their locations and stuff like that. But if we go back, production section. There is a production section on the game as well, like all these different classes and stuff like that. The recruitment. Okay, so this is the area that pretty much what might we have. Yeah. So this is where we can use I think like upgrades, supply trucks, operations, infantry divisions, and then raids, and logistics wise. Yeah, logistics is the one that we have. Yeah. So this is where we artillery units, infantry equipment, support equipment, convoys. So the logistics side is one thing that I had in mind. Officer corps. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just like pretty much remove the status.